So that was Kwabena Adjudged's report with focus on youth and farming. It's still Farmers' Day celebration today, and this year's Farmers' Day is like the case of every 4 years when we go to the polls, and it's been celebrated in the month ahead of usual first Friday in December. The Bono Ahafo region, precisely Kintampo, plays host to this year's national event that seeks to celebrate the nation's feeders. Agriculture's contribution to economic growth over the past years has not been that encouraging. Perhaps the reason behind this year's theme, agriculture, a business response to economic growth. And TV3's Larry Moses is live in Kintampo. He'll be joining us shortly. You can see that feed there to tell us more about today's celebration and the focus of the theme, how that is going to dovetail into future agriculture production and also farming as well. So shortly, Larry Moses will be joining us to give us some updates from the Bono Ahafo region, specifically Kintampo. Can you hear me, Larry? Hello, Larry. Well, Larry is joining us from there. He's going to tell us about the atmosphere there and also with focus on the theme for this year. Can you hear me, Larry? Well, we're still trying to get Larry's feed and also hear him on what the focus for this year's Farmers' Day celebration is. But if you're also in and around that area, if you're a farmer yourself and you're watching Midday Live, or you know someone who farms, you can also tell us their challenges, their concerns for this year's Farmers' Day and how they think farmers and agriculture can contribute effectively to the development of our country and also add up to the gross domestic product of our country. So soon we will be joined by Larry Moses, who is in the Bono Ahafo region, to give us some more updates on today's Farmers' Day celebration.
College of Health and Wellbeing here in Kintampo in the Bono Ahafo region, where the 32nd National Farmers' Day is taking place. Scores of people have gathered here to witness their activities. Over 83 farmers are going to be awarded today. I'll be shortly be joined on the phone or on the line by the Deputy Minister for Agri, who happens to be the chairman of the 32nd Planning Committee and MP for Myon, Dr. Ahmed Ibrahim, Dr. Ahmed Yakubu Al-Hassan will be joining me shortly to discuss one or two. Doc, good afternoon, welcome to TV3.
Thank you. I'm very good. Good afternoon to your listeners.
Good. Doc,
or viewers.
Thank you.
Yes.
Doc, the use of galamsey, as we all know, is a threat to food security, if not addressed, because most farmers are now either selling their farmlands for illegal miners or have themselves been turned into illegal miners. What sustainable measures have the ministry taken to curb this?
Well, let me say that the issue of galamsey and what is that it is impacting on our agricultural economy must be a multi-sectoral approach, because it does not only impact on our national food security, it's also impacting on our national security. And I think that we have to have a total hands-on approach to curbing the menace, everybody playing his role as honestly and as best as possible. We are very concerned because agriculture and land move together. But it must also be understood that when it comes to land, the Ministry of Agriculture is also a user or a stakeholder to that effect. There is a body in charge of land administration in the country, and they have the human expertise and capacity to liaise with landowners to ensure that land use is not affected by, if you like, people who are simply ready to make an ounce of gold and throw the entire environment into jeopardy. We are very, very concerned, and we are liaising with the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, and indeed the National Security, as well as the Ministry of Environment, to say that there's a cry from out there that our lands are being plundered in a very bad manner, and it's time we took measures to curb it. You know that there have been task forces previously to tackle this menace, and every time there's some slow withdrawal of the security forces, you get these people getting bolder and moving in a big way. But I believe it's not everything that can be put into the public domain. There are a lot of discussions going on to ensure that we tackle this issue once and for all.
How is your ministry shaping agriculture to make it a business lucrative venture for the youth?
Well, we have in the last couple of years tried to establish a youth program within the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. In other words, letting the youth of this country know that they have an office they can go to seek technical advice and guidance if they so wish to go into the agricultural venture. There are also many programs and projects within the ministry that specifically target young people, because we know there are special constituency and with special needs, i.e. Young people do not possess land and they don't have the resources to buy land or lease land, and therefore there are projects within the system to assist them. The other issue is that we are educating and intensify our education of young people to know that Ghana's agriculture is now part of the global agricultural market, and therefore their vision should not be limited to only Ghana. The entire world is available for them to export to and make a lot of money. Our job is to give them the technical guidance, which we are ready to do. Also, the National Farmers Day award system, such as we are having today, there's also some significant motivation to young people to come in. And I've realized that with my very close association with the National Farmers Day organization, I've noticed that the average age of national award winner has been coming down every now and again. And the majority of people who win awards at national level are mostly very young people. Sometimes with less than 20 years of farming history or 50 years maximum, and in certain cases 12 years, and they're already risen to the very top. There's a lot for the youth, and they constitute the future of our economy and the future of our agricultural economy, and I urge them to listen to all the advances being made by policy and government to attract them to agriculture.
Right. Crops, Dr. Ahmed Yakubu, he has said it all. We are still expecting
that update from the Bono region, specifically Kintampo, where the National Farmers Day is being organized. We'll bring in some more updates as and when he does get them. But